In the whispering heart of Willow Creek, lived Pip, a tiny field mouse with dreams bigger than the tallest sunflowers. Unlike his brethren, content with the crumbs beneath the baker's table, Pip yearned to see the legendary Crystal Falls, a place whispered about in hushed tones. His journey began at dawn. He scurried through tall grasses, navigating the forest floor. The path was fraught with danger. The shadow of a hawk circling above, a grumpy badger guarding his burrow, and the swift current of the whispering river. Yet, with each obstacle, Pip's spirit only grew stronger. He outsmarted the badger with a clever distraction, crossed the river on a floating leaf, and hid from the hawk beneath the thickest bush. Finally, after days of relentless travel, a shimmering mist heralded his arrival. The Crystal Falls cascaded down, a spectacle of light and sound. Pip had reached his destination. He proved that even the smallest of creatures can achieve the grandest of dreams, with courage and perseverance. Whiskers, a field vole with perpetually muddy paws and an even muddier reputation, lived in the shadow of the sunken rose, a colossal bloom that illuminated the cavern city of Lumina. All voles aspired to become glowforgers, meticulously cleaning and polishing the rose's petals to maximize its radiant energy. Whiskers, however, was notoriously bad at it. His paws left streaks, and he was prone to sneezing fits that threatened to dislodge precious glow dust. He was relegated to cleaning the abandoned tunnels, finding comfort only in a collection of discarded, slightly tarnished reflectors he'd salvaged. The Glowforger trials approached. Every young vole hoped to secure a coveted apprenticeship. Whiskers knew he was destined for failure, yet the ancient Glowforger traditions required every young vole to attend. When it was his turn to present his work, his clumsy paws only further cemented his reputation. Even though the other voles laughed, Whiskers felt no resentment. They were not wrong in their assessment. Disaster struck Lumina as a tremor shook the cavern. Cracks spider-webbed across the sunken rose's petals, dimming its light. The elder Glowforger's methods failed, plunging the cavern into near darkness, causing widespread panic. Remembering his collection, Whiskers ventured into the abandoned tunnels. He knew his polished surfaces could direct the faintest rays of light. Working tirelessly, he positioned his reflectors along the tunnel walls, redirecting the last glimmers from the sunken rose towards a particularly deep fissure that was emitting noxious fumes. To his amazement, the focused light triggered a reaction within the fissure. A previously dormant strain of bioluminescent moss began to grow, its gentle glow pushing back the darkness and absorbing the toxic gases. News of Whiskers' discovery reached the elder Glowforgers. Intrigued, they followed the light to the tunnels. They saw the moss, knew of its existence, but never considered how to cultivate it. Seeing the clever arrangement of reflectors, they realized that Whiskers hadn't failed at glowforging, he'd simply approached it differently. Whiskers' solution wasn't about polishing perfection, it was about understanding the flow of light, of energy, even in its weakest form. Working together, the Glowforgers and Whiskers adapted his technique, using reflectors to cultivate moss throughout the cavern, restoring the sunken rose's light and creating a network of bioluminescent paths that warded off the darkness. Lumina was saved. Whiskers, no longer defined by his muddy paws, became known as Whiskers the Lightweaver. The Lumina folk created new traditions that included teaching the value of accepting new ideas to celebrate his innovation and prove that even the most unpolished among them could bring light to the world. Even with his muddy paws, he was recognized as a hero.